Hi everyone, I'm Casey Williams. The car over my shoulder looks like just another Chevy Malibu. But if you saw the recent Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis, you'll recognize it as the pace car. It's the Chevy SS. It has a pedigree that's second to none. It's rear drive, V8 powered, and has a very surprising history. So let's go take a look at it. The SS is one of the most unique cars in the Chevrolet lineup. It's actually a rebadged Holden, built in Australia. And beyond that, it shares architecture with the Chevrolet Camaro. If you might remember the Pontiac G8 from a few years ago, the SS is essentially an advanced version of the Pontiac G8. But what it gives Chevrolet a high-performance sedan that they can run in NASCAR, but also offers customers a car that's very unique and very fast. So let's look at the engine, and you might understand more about that. Well, where things are very different from a Malibu or Impala are under the hood. It's a 6.2-liter V8. Delivers 415 horsepower, 415 pound-feet of torque, all routed to the rear wheels. So you're getting the right amount of power to the right places. You can get a 6-speed automatic in it, but our car actually has the 6-speed manual transmission. And it's got a firm shift and a little bit of a heavy clutch, but it really matches up well with the engine. So on top of all of that, you'll get 15 miles per gallon in the city, 21 miles per gallon on the highway. So if you're looking for something that's fuel efficient, you're going to look at one of the other Chevrolet sedans. But if you're basically looking for a four-door Camaro that will dust other cars from a stoplight, you're looking at this. When you start looking closer at the SS, you do realize it's actually kind of dramatically different than a Malibu or even the Impala. And it looks much more aggressive, looks performance oriented. It's got the big bow tie in the middle of the grille, so you know it's a Chevy. Got the split grille here. LED running lamps below, HID headlamps. So you get all the good stuff up front. Come around the side, and you start to see the bulging fenders a little bit more. And they're packing 19-inch alloy wheels. You see the Brembo disc brakes. But the rest of it looks very European. And is really mostly unchanged from the Holden products from Australia. But it does look purposeful, it's planted down, and looks very expensive. Come around the back, you get the quad tail lamp look that's traditionally Chevrolet, SS logos, twin exhaust outlets, and you really understand this car means business. Well, as you'd expect from a car that's essentially at the top of the Chevrolet range, it's a pretty sophisticated cabin. You look at the seats, they're comfortable and supportive, heated and ventilated, very nice, really conveys what the vehicle's all about. And the dash materials, you got suede and the red stitching, perforated leather, again, very sophisticated black here as well. Some of the electronic control systems, you've got the Chevrolet MyLink system. It's actually the last generation, but it works pretty well. And I like that there's redundant controls. You've got volume here, tuning here, auxiliary controls down below. Dual zone automatic climate control. Like I said, you got heated and ventilated seats. Nice big thick leather wrapped steering wheel. Rain sensing wipers. And it's got a full color reconfigurable heads up display system. So you're really checking off all the boxes for a high-end luxury car. Some other nice technology this car has an automatic parking system. You can press this, drive by parallel parking spaces. It'll tell you when there's one big enough. And then it'll hands-free will help you guide the car into the parking spot. Very nice. Another system it has magnetic ride control. Essentially the same system that's on the Cadillacs and on the Corvette. You can adjust the suspension for Tour, which is a very compliant ride, but still not too fluffy. Sport, which is where I like to have it most of the time, or Performance if you're going to put on the track or really drive the car hard. And this car has a lot of safety systems on it too. You've got the forward collision avoidance system, rear cross path detection, the blind zone alert systems, and lane departure warning systems. So again, a very sophisticated car with all the latest electronics on it. And if you want to bring along your mobile device, it's also available with a 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. Well, Chevrolet had to reach all the way around the globe to bring the SS to the US, but I'm really glad they did. You've got a car that is essentially a four-door Camaro, V8 powered, rear drive, manual transmission, a real performance car to go up against cars like the Dodge Challenger, the Ford Taurus SHO, and even some cars like the Infiniti Q50, BMW 3 Series, and the Mercedes C-Class. A really well-rounded car. So the car starts just under $46,000. This one's at $47,640. So an awful lot of performance in what's a relatively affordable package. And if you want one, you better get it quick. Because as you might know, the Camaro is changing architecture to Cadillac's architecture, and the future of the SS is really unknown. In fact, General Motors has decided that after 2017, they won't even be building cars in Australia. So if you want one, get it quick. Well, next week we'll have another exciting car. Until then, storm forward.